here to speak briefly. What I'll do is I'd like to stand to the pledge, and after the pledge, I'm going to introduce the gentleman, let him make his it's pertaining to a health issue that might be of concern to Holiday City, and after that we'll have our meeting. But they tell me this is not going to be a long presentation. Let's stand for the pledge. Right here. Yeah. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, at this time I'd like to bring
make sure you vote for Judy for code.
let's do it one more time. Please, one sound for she's over.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
State, whoever is there, first responders, military, police and fire, and first responders. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to try to make this quick. This is Mr. Allen, and I hope to say his name, Allen Ajanian, and he's from Ridgewood Diagnostic Laboratories. And he's here to tell you about this and address the senior community.
Hi folks, I just want to take 10 minutes of your time. I know everybody's very eager for the election results, so I'm not going to be too long. My name's Alan. I'm with Ridgewood Diagnostic Laboratory here in New Jersey. And what we're offering, and this is for private doctors' practices, so this is a little bit of a different avenue, but we want to extend it to the people in the community, especially with COVID and health being such an issue now. I think everybody wants to be a little bit more transparent with their health, and what we're offering are genetic swabs. They're almost like Q-tips that take in your saliva, and based off of your own genetic makeup, these swabs, they go off to the lab, and the lab processes about 10 different tests that they have, ranging from one being, let's say PAD, for example, is one test for Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, so you can get any predispositions to those diseases. We have immunodeficiency based off of your own personal health, how easy. We have another swab that breaks down the medications that are in your system. And once again, based off of your own genetic makeup, is the medications that you're on, are they metabolizing your system properly? Are they causing a medical negative effect with other medications that you may be on? So it's pretty extensive, the amount of testing that we're offering. Once again, it's a swab. It goes on the inside of your mouth. It's probably about a minute on each cheek, and then it goes off to the lab. Now, this would be something that your doctor, if you're interested in, your doctor would be the one that would be ordering this test. So basically today, if there is interest in this, like to get your name, phone number, and explain further the tests that we offer, and then if it is something that is of interest, the lab can reach out to your doctor, your primary care physician, and if it does fall in the wheelhouse of something that is a medical necessity for you, we'll work with your primary care physician in getting that test ordered. So that's it, guys. I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be passing around the sheets to fill out.
Could you just tell them how it's paid for?
Oh yeah, correct. What was the more question? So the test, there is no dollar cost out of pocket to you, the patient. It's billed through your insurance provider. The lab does the billing for the test, and there is no dollars out of pocket for the test itself. Yeah. Yes. So this test would be done at your primary care physician's office. Yeah. And it takes, like I said, it takes about 2 minutes to do. Your doctor will fill out the paperwork, and then the swab gets sent off to the lab. The lab is the one that does the processing, and the results get mailed back to your doctor. And there's zero cost to you as a patient. Yes.
That's a kit. Where does the doctor get the kit to do this?
So that would be coming from the lab. So that's why. So for today, if there is interest, I have Phil going around. I have That's why we'll take down your name and phone number. We will have representatives from the lab reach out to you, and then there has to be information gathered with your doctor, with your primary care physician. The lab will then upload it to the system, and then we will send the supplies out to your primary care physician to perform the test. Yes.
Is this a body pH test that we're talking about to determine what kind of side you're on, either the alkaline or the acidic?
No, sir.
Has nothing to do with your pH?
Nothing to do with that, sir.
How would you know if your insurance covers?
So, depending, once again, this is the process of going through with the lab. Now, if it's private insurances, you have to look at your plan. So that'd be something, once again, as we follow back up, and we'll have the lab check on to make sure that your insurance covers.
Once this is the lab,
Yeah, great question. So all the information stays in-house. All the results get sent directly to your primary care physician, or you can have it sent to your home. And
You're saying that our information would stay in-house?
Correct. There's nothing that gets solicited outside of the lab.
That you know?
I mean, yes.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yes.
Is this considered medically necessary, or do you
So,
have to prove medical
another good
necessity?
question. So that's why it have to be from your doctor, knowing you as a patient. If there is a medical necessity for it, then they should perform the test. Like for instance, I'll go back to the PAD, right? Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia. There's no cure for those three diseases. But in practicing good medicine, if it shows that you have a family history of that, genetically you could be more predisposed. For me personally, I would want to know that information because then you working with your primary care physician, you want to have a plan in place because it is cognitive. It's basically it's a degenerative disease that you would want to have, I think, a better amount of knowledge on, and how your doctor can help manage you with a more accurate amount of care.
And if it's not medically necessary?
So that one particular test, well, there's one swab that you can run multiple tests based off of that one particular swab. So it's been around for about 12 years now. But just like everything else, I mean, it comes, we started out with 2 tests, and then as this is starting to grow, Medicare has come out with many more tests now, that based off of your own genetic makeup, there's different things that we can be looking for now, not just when this first came out 12 years ago now.
What's the turnaround time between testing and results?
So it takes about 4 to 5 weeks between testing and for you to get your results back. Any more questions, folks?
if there are no more questions, I'd like to thank the gentleman for coming in and presenting this. Oh, I'm sorry.
So there is one particular swab that does pick up for cancer gene mutations. Yes, there is.
Do you have anything that we didn't go to a doctor about?
So that's why I didn't really know the setup of how this was going to be, so I didn't bring any paperwork. Like I said, that's why I want to get everybody's contact information. Who's interested? Like I said, it's not for everybody, but if you are interested, we'll have the lab reach back out. We'll send all the information, brochures, the paperwork as well, and we'll go from there. So.
Thank you again. Thank you, guys.
I'll get later.
Thank you.
Thank you again. So we'll go back to the regular format, and I'd like to read this prayer.
Good idea.
May all the days of all the years that God has still in store be filled with every joy and grace to bless you more and more. May hope of heart and peace of mind beside you ever stay. And that's the golden wish I have for you this very day. It's a very nice prayer. All right, roll call. Mario? Here. Mario's here. Joe? Here. John here. Barbara? Here. Mary? Here. Terry? Here. And unfortunately, Beverly is not with us. Beverly is ill. She's has to have more surgery on her heart. And I just want to hope that everybody joins in with us to wish her nothing but the best and put her in our prayers. Please, for Beverly's been serving this community for over 20 years. And she's never had an issue with anyone. She's just a good person who's good-hearted and been there for us. Okay, that being said, can we somebody give me a motion to forego the reading of the minutes of the last meeting? Somebody? Thank you.
Motion.
Good. So I guess everybody's waiting to hear the news.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all the new board members. We've been waiting for quite some years. I'd like to announce, I don't have these totals, do I? I do. You do? You want to read them out? Or in order?
There was a recount yesterday, and this is the final tally. Mike Pomponio, 649 3/5 votes. Joseph Chimento, I may not have the first names correct because I just put initials on the sheet.
Can't hear you.
Oh, it's on. Can you hear me now? No. Can you hear me now? There you go. I'll say it again. Michael Pomponio, 649 3/5 votes. Joseph Chimento, 631 1/4 votes. Michael Allegre, 612 3/5 votes. Michael Serratelli, is your first name? Matthew. Sorry, I apologize. As I said, I only have initials.
It's okay.
Matthew Serratelli, 587 1/4. Judy Gass, 528 1/4. Gina Munger, 521 1/4. John McGinnis, 305.8. Mary Paterno, 304 1/3. Barbara Egner, 285 1/3. Mario Patinio, 239 5/6. Fran Corcione, 208. I think it's Robert O'Brien.
Yes.
Is it Robert?
Yes.
166 1/2. Brian Gingrich, 153 1/2. Now, one more thing. Here's the breakdown. Michael Pomponio, Joseph Chimento, and Michael Allegre, with the three highest votes, will each serve a 3-year term. Matthew Serratelli and Judy Gass, with the next highest votes, will each serve a 2-year term. And Gina Munger will serve a 1-year term, along with the only person who did not have to run, Beverly Greco. John may have some further information on that. but we have an entirely new board, and I wish them a lot of luck.
All right, the last item on that would be, again, mentioning Beverly. She's been quite ill, and she's not gonna come back from her last year. So as it stands, whoever got the 7th most votes will stay on the board. And will help the board transition into this new year, which is kind of a good thing, at least have one of the board members to help them into moving into the new.
Can we just ask a question?
Sure, Sharon.
We thought it was not possible. We thought it had to be somebody else, not on the board right now.
Whoever gets the next amount of votes automatically fills the spot.
Changed. I thought the law changed on that.
No law change. As a matter of fact, after the election, we got further information from DCA that there didn't necessarily have to be 6 seats up, but regardless of what they told us, it didn't matter. We didn't want to put the community into any kind of turmoil and cause an issue with that. But no, that's not correct.
Okay.
All right. So, that being said, Beverly will not be coming back next year, but I do want to say this publicly. I want to thank her for all the time she has put in for this community. She's dedicated most of her adult life to us. Thank you, Beverly. Okay. We'll go on to director's reports. Mario?
Oh, here we go.
I don't have much to say.
I'm sorry. You know, we do have a format.
I don't have, this thing on?
Yes.
I don't have much to say, but I will say, God bless Mario Patino Jr. God bless America, and God bless Holiday City, Berkeley residents. Thank you.
Before we go, we'll keep on with the director's reports, and I want to ask you something, Sharon, about your question. Joe, anything?
This month we only had 11 requests for modifications, and they were approved.
Barbara?
Wait a minute. Okay. The profit and loss statement for November 2021. Total income, $38,636.79. Total expense, $146,895.04. In the general account, we have $376,192.85. In the payroll account, we currently have $23,534.67. In the capital improvement account, we have $669,208.32, for a total of $1,068,935.84. And that's the profit and loss. I did not have this information this morning when we held our open meeting. I've since received it. There was $4,700 made in ticket sales for the Jersey Tenor Show. The Jersey Tenors charged $3,500. We made $1,200 in profit just by putting on that show. I think that's a pretty decent amount.
Nice amount of money.
I hope any of you that came to that show enjoyed it as much as we did. And that's it for me. Oh, I'm sorry, John, I have one other thing. When we were taking attendance up at the front there, or the back, whatever your logistics are, it was brought to my attention, it was a complaint from one of the residents about one of the Christmas displays that's in front of the office. And he, took a picture of it and thought it was totally inappropriate for a Christmas display.
Could I ask what it was?
It's a fella in a bathrobe with his bare legs hanging out. He's got yeah, dog sitting next to him. Anyway.
Anybody find this mentioned?
Yeah. His complaint was that he brought his 8 or 9-year-old grandchild here. He did not think that that was appropriate. And there were other folks that were standing near him that agreed that it was not appropriate. I have since sent a text to our chief of maintenance, and I've had that piece of wood removed from the front of it. And something more Christmas appropriate, and said he would take care of it. But that piece of work was down. And that's it for me.
I didn't see it, I didn't know.
Mary?
There's no
Mary,
name.
Guthrie, Terry?
Really?
They look like the killers.
Please.
I didn't notice.
All the Christmas decorations are up so far. Everything's done for the holiday.
Can't hear
And
you.
there's really nothing.
Your mic on? Can't hear you.
I'm sorry. The Christmas decorations have been completed, I think. Everything's pretty much done. Now it's all just, December is just kind of a smooth sailing month. Not too much goes on in December, so that's it.
Thank you. I want to address one question. Sharon, may I ask why you think that the 7th seat wouldn't be held by whoever got elected?
I was informed a while ago that it had to be somebody that was not on the board.
That's totally.
Currently, it could have been Brian Gingrich, it could have been Mr. O'Brien, somebody. That's what I was informed
Okay, but
months ago.
it's not correct. You
Correct.
follow the election rules.
Okay.
And the election rules state that 7th person, even though there were 6 seats open, theoretically, the 6 seats open, because the 7th person is not coming back, whose seat was not up, it goes to the 7th elected
Okay,
person.
I understand now.
So if you're the
But-
president, how can you be the president and the secretary?
Who said you want to be the secretary? You're elected, just so, see, this is why we like to try to help you when you do come in. Because you can't just assume a post. The board, the new board will elect their own officers. It's not done that way.
But I'm saying to Beverly's position, if you were replacing her position.
No, nobody's gonna
Replace her position. I'm replacing her position as a trustee, not as secretary. That would have to be voted on by the new board, whoever comprises the board. Okay? Do we have anybody unclear with that, or anyway?
I think we should.
I'm sorry, not clear?
I think we should.
What happens is, there were 6 seats open, okay? Many people ran this year. Thankfully, we showed some interest. It was a good thing. What happens is, the first 6, the highest 6 amount of votes naturally gets those seats. As it turns out, Beverly's seat is not up until the end of this coming year. What happens is, as she is informed that she's not coming back, whoever got the 7th highest amount of votes, will assume that seat on the board. Not her position, just the seat on the board. As every new person who comes on the board is a new board member, thus, from that point, they elect the officers. The board itself will elect the officers. Yes? Yes, it's a 1-year term, as Beverly's term would be.
That's him.
Filling
He's
out.
going to take the spot.
Yeah, that's to fill out for her seat.
And we'll see about
Okay?
that.
Can I just ask one thing, but it's not
You can ask, go ahead.
it's not pertaining to that.
Okay,
It's
what?
pertaining to the Christmas decorations.
Right.
And I even asked the maintenance guys yesterday. We are missing quite a few of decorations.
They were lost, all of them were lost in the fire. They were all stored underneath. Everything that was here was stored underneath the stage.
Okay.
So all things that got caught up in that fire had to go. Contamination.
And they did say they didn't use all of them.
There might be some that they didn't use, but everything that was in this.
This is kind of getting out of hand, so actually we're gonna go with format. Next, are there any committee reports? Any committee reports at all?
Yeah,
All right, Sue's coming up now.
that's a good idea.
Good afternoon, board members. I'd like to congratulate, first of all, the individuals who have been recently elected as the new board members.
Thank you, Harold.
Okay, having said that, Harold Stewart, I'm president of the Holiday City Berkeley Melodiers. We have just turned our final corner with only 2 rehearsal days left. 2 days before our show. Our show is scheduled for Sunday, this coming Sunday, December 5th, 2 o'clock, right here in Clubhouse 2. The theme of the show will be Merry Melodies, to help each and every one of you bring in a brand new holiday season. Thank God we reached this point. Tickets unsold, any of the unsold tickets thus far will be sold at the door right outside in our lobby. So if you're waiting until the last minute to buy a ticket, there should be plenty of tickets left over. We've sold over 170 tickets thus far. The audience is growing, and we hope to sell even more. Having said that, I hope that many of you who haven't yet bought tickets, come on out and join with us. We'll have sing-alongs throughout the show. Okay, we'll have about a 20-minute intermission. There'll be refreshments served during the intermission. And those of you who are not able to make it, I just want to say I wish you the best, the safest, the happiest, the most prosperous holiday season to you and the rest of your families as well. Thank you very much.
Good job, Harold.
Okay?
Are you, ma'am, is this a committee report?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sue Di Maria, Holiday City Day Planners. Short people. I'd like to announce that there will be a day planner meeting at the end of this month to plan for our monthly trips next year. Some of the other trips, the longer trips, are already in the back. If you want to look them over, we're either going to Cape May, we'll be going to Canada, we'll be going to Nashville. Also, I'd like to thank the outgoing board for their support over the last 4 years. And in case anybody doesn't know, it was one of the board members that had the idea for the day planners and got it up and running. We're looking forward to working with the new board. If anybody has any ideas, please see us. Please remember, we are in the Clubhouse 1, first and third Tuesday of the month, whenever we're running anything. If you don't see it in the paper, please look at the bulletin boards. My number's in the paper, Carolyn's in the paper. Call us, ask us. Okay? Everybody have a happy, healthy, and safe holiday season.
Thank you, Stu. Before, Dolores, go ahead. I just wanted to address something, the question about the lights. I just got a text from our maintenance manager. And he said that he advised you yesterday that they were more concerned about finishing the painting of the buildings. And that because they were short-handed, that some...
I'm sorry, John, I didn't hear that yesterday. It's all
Well,
right.
I'm just telling you what the man said.
Okay.
Okay? And then he advised that they were short-manned, and that's why they were concentrating on the painting and not putting up all of the wooden figures.
Maybe I walked out of the building at that point, but...
Whatever, Sharon, I'm trying to clarify.
Okay.
That's it. I'm going to let you guys know. Dolores, please.
Yes, my name is Dolores Dillon. I'm the president of the Social and Fishing Club. Please change that a little. Our meetings are the second Monday of every month. The dues are $7, and we're looking forward to all new people moving in here to joining our club. We meet at 11 o'clock. They serve donuts and coffee at 10:30. We also have lunches ever so often, and Pat DeBono runs trips to AC. She has one going on January 11, She will be selling tickets on the second and third Tuesday of the month, if you're interested in going. I also would like to thank this board that has sat here for 4 years, taking abuse from a lot of people. Thank you for your indulgence with the rest of us.
Hi everyone, I'm Linda Roth and I'm with the Drama Variety Club. We just wanted to let you know that we are back and I will be directing a musical review that we hope to do in May. We're looking and hoping to have new members, so please join us. We'll meet first Tuesday, is it Loretta? First Tuesday of the month. And the review that we're doing will be based on 1960s pop music, so we're really excited about it. The other thing I wanted to mention, I'm also with the Melodiers, and Harold asked me to let you know anyone that is planning on coming Sunday, and I hope you do, because it's going to be a great concert. If you would just bring an unwrapped toy for a donation that we're doing to a children's home, doesn't have to be expensive, but anything you can do would be helpful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I just want to mention, if anybody has any toys, there's a box in the office, to 1 or 2 around the compound. Please drop your toys in, we'll get them over to New Jersey Veteran Services over on Hoover Avenue, which distributes them. Some of them will also go out to the Fleet Reserve for the Navy Marine Reserve Club out in Lakehurst that takes care of children that are of deployed service people, and they'll be taking some of the toys and helping to distribute them also. All right, no other committee reports, any old business?
Oh, hold on, Pat DeBono, what about, Pat?
Oh, Pat's in the back.
She's coming.
That's all right.
I'm always in front of the bus. Come on down. You're the next winner.
Did you forget?
Price is right. Door number 1. Okay, Pat DeBono, wearing the hat today of dance committee. Oh, I'm writing dance committee, said DeBono. We're going to have our first dance in February. Some people have been calling me, asking me if we're going to have New Year's Eve, and I opted not to have New Year's this year because of what's been going on with the health issues. So our first official dance will be in February 19th. It's going to be BYOB, snacks. It'll be from 7 to 11. We have Wild Rose as entertainment, and we'll be selling the tickets soon. So I hope everybody comes out and has a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Old business? New business. Just give me a second call. Old business, anybody? Any old business? Going once? Going twice? Sold to new business.
Hi, I'm Sandy Maudsley, and I live at 463 St. Thomas Drive.
Just speak a little closer to the mic.
Pick it up, Sandy.
She's writing it down. You wrote your name down?
Yeah, well, yeah, getting there. My name is Sandy Maudsley. I live at 463 St. Thomas Drive. And I don't know if you do consider this old business, but it's part new. Mario, as far as the mowing with the leaves, there's a lot of people that have Christmas decorations out. They have wires on the ground. How's that going to be handled?
He's doing the best.
I would think we can instruct that they would have to go around those items, but naturally, whatever leaves will be gathered, you would think